We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. Baltimore attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Charlie Morton will be the starter for the Rays in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Into the box, Jose Iglesias. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. This is line to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. Take the first pitch of the game? No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board right out of the blocks.
To the plate now, Ryan Mountcastle, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, I hope these guys were listening today during the hitters meeting, because they have not been swinging the bats well. They only scored 1 run in the loss yesterday. And somewhere along the line, this offense has to execute at a higher level if this team's going to compete.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Morton has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
And here's Renato Nunez as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Iglesias leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Outside, that's a ball.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there, because that's not the case. But as a player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1. Big swing by Mancini now, and this is carrying well to left. Renfroe has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. One left for the Orioles. Owes nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Akin will be the starter for the O's in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Striding into the box, Joey Wendell. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here it comes. And a slider tails outside for ball one. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time.
Wow, the last thing you want to do is give the home team an unearned base in the first inning. Now they've got a speedster on the bag with no outs and a good chance to score early in this game.
So striding in, Willie Adames. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Here comes the first pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. The 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To Iglesias for 1. On to first, a double play.
Batting third, the first baseman, G-Man Choi.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the corner infielder G-Man Choi. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Up top, it's 2-0. Lifted the other way to left center. Mountcastle will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nothing doing for Tampa. Still no score. Chris Davis at the plate now. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's just 1 for 6. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Davis, a native Texan. He was a 5th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Dwight Smith Jr.
Into the box now, Dwight Smith Jr. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw in time number 2. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfroe. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Renfroe, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Batting fifth.
Stepping up now, Brandon Lau, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Bottom of the second here with no score. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Here now is Mike Zunino. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Two and 0 now. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Hold strike on the change. 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, what looked like a quick inning gets the first two out, then it hit by pitch and a single to keep things going.
Yeah, you never know what's going to start a rally. Take one for the boys. Hit by pitch right there. Now a couple good ABs and we're on the board.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Two down, runners at first and second. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Rays strand a pair. We'll move to the third with no score. Ready now for Baltimore, Ramon Urias, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Well, count 1-0.
The 1-0.
1-1.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Ball
3-1 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And the count will be full. Fouled away. And he lays off. Man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at bat.
Austin Hayes, the next to bat, was an 0 for 4 effort for him in Wednesday's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball inside.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
A 1-0 delivery.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2. He's running. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. First offering on its way. And a ball diving into the dirt, a swing and a miss. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Hit weakly back to the mound. To second for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at 3rd now, but there's 2 outs.
Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Ryan Mountcastle, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on 3rd base. He still needs 1 more out.
The set and the 1-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Three and 0 now.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from 3rd. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
He set the payoff pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Orioles leave 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
We're back now as the Rays line up readies for their 3rd turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here it comes. And he lays off there, 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Outside and low, 3-0.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Joey Wendell. It comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now a move over to first, and he's back standing. A runner at first with no outs here. There goes Margot. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
In now, Willie Adames. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Now the 2-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Base hit into right center. Now a long throw to third. Make it to third as he's gunned down by the right fielder, and that's a tough second out.
Clearly should have been content to just move up 90 feet on the hit to right, but they were thinking first to third all the way. The right fielder came up and delivered a seed to third to get his man. Not a real tough throw, but it was a good one.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Rays strand just the 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. In now for the O's, Renato Nunez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
1-0 the count. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He's got it 1 away. One out now in the Orioles' 4th. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. Here's the first pitch to him. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And it's fouled away. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And he fouls this one off. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for strike 1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
The set and the 1-1.
Oh, that's out. Nope, outside.
good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, D-Roll. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game. So to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said, D-Roll, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
Into the box now, Chance Sisco, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Here's the 1-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. A run, a hit, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Orioles lead it 1-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfroe. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Hunter Renfroe.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Change up low, 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Two and one after the foul ball there. Here it comes. Fouled off. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Brandon Lau is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Now the pitch.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Standing in now, Yandy Diaz. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. One and one the count now. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And there's out number 2. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Mike Zunino, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Zunino brings a batting line of barely over 200, so there's certainly some room for improvement there.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Nunez is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Digging in, Ramon Urias. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Ramon Urias.
Now here it comes. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Now batting,
stepping in, Austin Hayes. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Oh, and 2. Here it comes.
I got to count 1 and 2.
One run, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Runners on first with 1 down. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
The count now at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
You got a full count.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
The 3-2 pitch comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Standing in, Ryan Mountcastle. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the stretch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Fouled away. First and second now, one man out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Bounce to first. There's one. Oh, but the feet of the pitcher is a wild one. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Yeah, that's always a tough turn because it usually takes a long time to develop, and someone has to go over to first to cover. This time, they just get the one.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses for ball 1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
2 out with the man at first. A 2-1 count to Nunez.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Set. Here's the 3-1, and a good at bat that time as he lays off for ball 4, and as a result that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. So here's Trey Mancini. He's lined out and flied out in 2 plate appearances. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Now a curveball that misses high and away to start him out. It's ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
2-0.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And he misses again, as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Here's Chris Davis now. First pitch on its way.
0-1's the count.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. Nope,
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You can bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, bases loaded. Drives it out to deep right center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So 1 swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Home run number 9 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Man, that has to hurt. He was 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning without the wheels coming completely off. But guess what? Now this thing is stripped and on blocks.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Trevor Richards gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Trevor Richards.
At the plate now, Dwight Smith Jr. as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. Now here's the pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. Pitch on the way. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 6, the Rays nothing. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
And leading up.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. They'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing.
Now the 1-0. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Striding forward now is the DH, Joey Wendell. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and they can't run it down. Comes set with the 0-1.
1-1.
Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. Up next for the Rays, Willie Adames. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Looking at his career totals, Adames carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box, Ji-Man Choi as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he fouls this one off. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Count even at 2-2. Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home. That's down low. It's ball 4. And they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Hunter Renfroe. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Lays off 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Two balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here, and you know he would have loved one more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Wade LeBlanc answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Brandon Lau will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. This one's down to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Rays leave them loaded. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited their low chase rate, or percentage of swings that are on pitches outside of the strike zone, as one reason for their success so far in this game. That number is under 20% right now. So up and down the lineup, they're doing a great job of picking on pitches they're more likely to do damage with.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chance Sisco stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Coming to the plate now, Ramon Urias. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike 1. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
Okay.
And he loses him on a breaking ball.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Now to the plate, Austin Hayes. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Count is 1-2.
Hit on the ground toward the left. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
There's a changeup down in the zone. Not a bad pitch, but with 2 strikes, not the kind of pitch you're looking for. 0-1 or 0-2.
Sometimes you got to scramble those, Danny. It's a testament to all the work he's been putting in underneath in the tunnel, staying through the baseball.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. They lead it 6-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Now at the plate, Yandy Diaz. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
Three and 0 now. On deck, the big bat of Mike Zunino. .30 pitch.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 3-1 pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, catcher, Mike.
So here's Mike Zunino. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now. 3-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The 3-2 pitch. fouled off. A payoff pitch one more time. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
D-Row, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Kevin Kiermaier.
And it's grounded just foul down the line.
No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Pitch popped up. Nunez in foul ground, and no one will track it down. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Stepping in now, Manuel Margot, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He doubled his last time through. The 1-0 home. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Mountcastle is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for route number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting.
Joey Wendell digs in now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball well outside.
Count 1-0.
Two and 0 now.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Here he comes on 2-0. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. 2-2.
2 strikes.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Rays strand a pair. They still find themselves down 6-0. In now, Ryan Mountcastle, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
Ryan Mountcastle.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground at first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick to it of this as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Renato.
Digging in now, Renato Nunez. Couple of walks for him thus far. First pitch on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a two-bagger.
At the plate, Trey Mancini. Grounded up the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, designated hitter, Chris Davis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0 home. Is a fastball swung on and missed. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Set. Here's the 3-1. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Now batting, right fielder, Dwight Smith Jr.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Number 49, Brendan McKay.
Dwight Smith Jr. will be the first one to greet him now, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
Ball, that's low.
Left side, but well foul. Another 2-2 offering.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. Count still full, 3-2. Another payoff pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, the catcher, Chance.
Digging in once again, Chance Sisco. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. McKay stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Behind 0-2 now. Fouled away. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Orioles leave him loaded, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Striding in once again, Willie Adames. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
He's set, and the pitch.
Ball.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Ji-Man Choi, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayes is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The left fielder, number 11.
Ready for another chance? Hunter Renfroe. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Here comes the 1-0.
Ball, back outside.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Now here's the pitch.
Ball in.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
2 out, nobody on. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Hammered the other way to deep right field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with the good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Standing in now, Brandon Lau, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hey. 1-2 now.
Pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. This is flared out towards second. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So stepping in, Ramon Urias. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
That evens it up 1-1. Now here it comes.
Ball. Aye.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
In there, a base hit.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Into the box now, Austin Hayes. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
A bullet to first base. Tries to dance back into the bag. Not in time to double off the runner.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jose.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Iglesias. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, and the defense is thinking, give it to us again and we'll roll it over all day long. Don't think that's not in his head right now as he steps to the plate.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
At the plate now, Ryan Mountcastle. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Renfroe will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Renato Nunez. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch on its way. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Now that's popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. They lead it 6-0. Sean Armstrong is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 43, Sean Armstrong.
So coming to the plate, Yandy Diaz. It was a walk in his last trip.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Here it comes, 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
So now to the plate, Mike Zunino. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Ready with the 1-2.
2-2 to count.
1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. Armstrong has tossed over 30 innings so far this season and posts a respectable ERA in the high 3s. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2. The 2-0. Hot shot on the ground is short. Iglesias is up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Colin Poche enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Colin Poche.
So digging in now, Trey Mancini. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Trey Mancini.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Into the box, Chris Davis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Taken but called a strike. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. A full count to the Orioles' designated hitter. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I really liked that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Standing in now, Dwight Smith Jr. as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball. He'll get it into second. And my goodness, the tag will be applied. It's a foolish risk on the base pass that won't pay off as this ball game is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Digging in, Manuel Margot. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball inside.
Here comes the 1-0.
2-0. Oh, that's it.
Joey Wendell will be next. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes. Hey.
Nobody out, runner on first. To 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
Still even at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. He's right there. To Iglesias for 1. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Willie Adames. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deep. Shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here. Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Into the box now, Ji-Man Choi, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Two balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. A runner on first with 2 away. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch, and the Orioles have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I guess it probably feels like a million years ago since they had their last win. But this 6-game losing streak is behind them now, so we'll see if they can string some W's together.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Baltimore Orioles took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Wade LeBlanc wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Rays, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. The winning pitcher is Wade LeBlanc. His record is now 4-3. The loss goes to Charlie Morton. He goes to 4-3. Time of the ball game.